Hey guys, first of all, congratulations on surviving 2020. I hope you guys have a very happy 2021. Obviously, that thing that's around, we hope that it finally goes away so we can start getting our lives back to normal. In this, my first video of 2021, I just want to go back to 2020. Yeah, I know it's bad, but bear with me, it's gonna be pretty good, and give you, in my opinion, what are those three products that were the most influential and the ones that I believe have the most to say regarding 2020 and regarding their particular areas. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's begin with what, in my opinion, was one of the most influential products that came out, or actually, yeah, products, because it was two of them. I'm gonna bundle them into just one. And in third place, in my opinion, it was the next-gen consoles, both the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, either Series X or Series S. It's all included there. And aside from the advancements that they made in technology, for me, the most important thing about these products was that they finally moved away from the hard drive. For as far as you can probably think, hard drives existed in any kind of computing system, either a computer or a game console. Hard disk drives existed, and it's nice to see that they are finally moving away from the hard disk drive and moving to a completely solid state system. This obviously does the advancement of giving you much higher speeds, finally getting rid of that pesky load, whichever thing they think about doing. Although I do have to say, while playing the Miles Morales game, I do miss the Spider-Man in the subway scenes. I honestly do miss them. But it's one of the advancements. We're moving on further along in technology, so that's obviously part of it. As I just said, moving from one place, when you do the fast travel, for an example, in the Spider-Man game, it just does it instantaneously. There's no loading time. You don't have to see Spider-Man in different type of situations in the subway. But it's something that is really nice to see. And this really is future-proof. I don't think that there will be anything that comes beyond solid state. It is the fastest thing I've seen made so far, at least regarding memory capabilities. But we'll see. But I'm pretty sure that this will be foolproof or future-proof for, I could say, at least 7 to 10 years, because the hard disk drives that they are using are ultra high speed right now. So by the time they become old, solid state drives are not getting old at all. So no matter which one you buy, they're still much faster than you will ever get with a hard drive. So that's why, in my opinion, next gen consoles, they're number 3. Okay, in second place, in my opinion, the most influential product was the Google Pixel 4a. I've talked about this phone, I believe, in every single phone video that I made this year, or last year in 2020, because we're already in 21. But I'm pretty sure that I spoke about this phone in every video that I spoke of regarding phones, because it really did something that we thought was no longer possible. It showed that it doesn't take $1,000 for you to have a very nice phone, because this is a very nice phone. It has an OLED display. It has almost edge-to-edge display. It has a very good camera. As I've said before, after Apple, Google Pixels have the best camera, in my opinion, regarding cell phones. So it was very nice to see Google say, you know what? We're going to make a cheap phone and we're going to make it look good. And they did. This is a very good phone. I've said it a million times. I'm going to say it a million more. The Google Pixel 4a, in my opinion, was the best phone this year. And if you are thinking about getting an Android phone, look at that phone. You're not going to regret it. It's even better than an iPhone SE. The iPhone SE looks outdated, and I believe it's more expensive than the Google Pixel 4a. And the Google Pixel 4a is a much more modern look. It's plastic, so you don't have to worry about it breaking because the back of the phone is glass. Overall, it's a great phone. So honestly, in my opinion, Google Pixel 4a, second spot of most influential product of 2020. And finally, in first place, the M1 Max, or the Apple transition to M1 Max, but more specifically, those three products that they actually shipped during 2020 that have the M1 processors. And why do I think that this was the most important move in 2020, or this was the most important tech thing that happened in 2020? Because it takes a bold company to say to Intel, which is the Goliath of processors, to say, thank you for everything you've done for us. We're going at it on our own. That says a lot about Intel. And honestly, I know I probably said it before, but I'm going to repeat it again. I believe this is the beginning of the end for Intel. Apple is so far ahead, it's not even funny. They are working on 5 nanometer process. I think it's rumored that the next iPhone will be in a 3 nanometer process. But right now, they're already at 5 nanometers, while Google is struggling to get to 10. So you can obviously see where the advantage is. And Intel is really falling behind. And I do think that it takes a lot of courage for Apple to tell both Intel and AMD, because they could have gone to AMD, to just simply say, no, thanks, we'll do it ourselves. And so far, the reviews that are coming, if you guys haven't seen any reviews or heard any reviews, all the reviews that are coming from those computers are all positive. The MacBook Air doesn't even have fans. And it works better than most laptops out there, most premium laptops out there, for you guys to have an idea of how good this system actually is. And I just can't wait for 2021 and all the awesome things that it's going to bring. It's going to be great. And I just can't wait to see what's next for the M1 product line, or the Apple Silicon product line, actually. Okay, finally, before I go, I just want to say once again, thank you to everybody that has supported the channel so far. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, and also hitting that bell so you can get the notifications. We are available, as always, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at J.R. Abrams Tech, so you can stay up to date with the latest news and rumors about tech, and there's much more coming. 2021 is going to be something else. So honestly, stay tuned. And once again, best wishes for everything in 2021. Until next time.